All right, guys, we're going to be talking about this film called The Cuties. It's a French film, put together by and paid for the most part by the Netflix people, those pedophiles over in Hollywood. They ended up releasing this horrendous film, this incredibly irresponsible film on their platform. I'm no Nancy, by the way. I'm no moral outrage crusader. But there's been a push by the modern left to promote the sexualization of children. There's certainly a massive push by Democrats, by liberals, by progressives, by these disgusting pedophiles in Hollywood and New York to normalize child exploitation, but not call it that. They're going to call it empowerment. They're going to call it, rebellious. They're going to call it resisting. They think this is a marker of feminism. To put your sexuality on display, even though you're not even a teenager yet. This is where the modern left has headed, by the way. The LGBTQ community has certainly been pushing to normalize pedophilia. Right now, as I'm making this video, I'm probably going to have to do another one about California passing this bill called SB 145, where essentially they reduce the consequences of adults engaging in disgusting and illegal acts with minors. So this is where California is heading. This is the direction. This is what pedophile Hollywood is promoting. Keep in mind, by the way, all the hashtag Save the Children stuff, all of the hashtag Epstein didn't kill himself, and hashtag Ghislaine Maxwell might get COVID stuff. Hollywood is very quiet on this front. Hollywood is no stranger to fake activism. They're all about saving the whales, Black Lives Matter, the Green New Deal. But if it comes to like the peaceful Hong Kong protesters, if it comes to pedophilia, they won't even touch it. They'll act like it doesn't even exist. Keep that in mind. Isn't that funny? Isn't that pretty weird? So the critics in New York and the pedophiles in Hollywood have given this film a resounding 88%. So that's a B plus on the tomato meter on Rotten Tomatoes. The audience score, however, is at an abysmal 3%. That's a big deal. And I wonder who these 3%ers are. They're probably disgusting creeps, I'm sure. So let's read a couple of these reviews. So David Fear, I was going to say something else, from the Rolling Stones. This guy looks like a creep, man. Suddenly, a sensitive coming-of-age movie became a culture war target. It is a polar opposite of what it's accused of being. Yeah, that sounds like something a Rolling Stones freak would say. Bunch of creeps, man, I tell you. Cuties isn't just an irresponsible movie. It's also dull beyond belief. So that was from Jordan Rumi from World of Real. I never heard of it, but yeah, cancel Netflix has been trending on Twitter. This is important. Here's why. Canceling Netflix is more important than canceling the film. The film would not exist if it wasn't for Netflix's efforts. Netflix wants to pay for this kind of content. They want to put this disgusting crap all over their streaming website. And the only way to genuinely fight back against this stuff, this is my call to action, is to close your wallets. Close your wallets, put the credit card away, hide it under the bed or something, put it under the couch, and cancel the subscription to Netflix. You're not going to get anything useful out of it. There's only like 2 or 3 things that are on Netflix that are actually worth paying for. And even then, I don't really think they're worth paying for. Just go ahead and pirate it. Just engage in piracy. Steal it. I'm advocating for people to steal the content out there. Piracy is legal. It's totally awesome. Don't pay for this stuff. To continue to pay, the Netflix subscription fee each month, you just put more money in the pockets of this disgusting pedophile organization. The more money that the companies like Netflix have, the more power they exert and have to abuse innocent people, powerless individuals like these young girls. They're promoting this disgusting ideology, and people got to stand against it. Genuinely stand against it. I want to read this tweet here. This is really interesting. So this is from Errol Weber for Congress. So we got a congressman or someone running for Congress chiming in. This is what Netflix supports. Susan Rice, Michelle Obama, and Barack Obama are all associated with Netflix in very significant ways. Why aren't they rushing out to denounce this? So this is from Internet Movie Database. This is an image here. So Parents Guide to Cuties 2020. Sex and nudity. 4 instances. This is a film about children. Why would there be sex or nudity? All right, parental warning. During one of the many highly sexualized and erotic dance scenes, there's many keywords, many, that purposefully exploit and objectify numerous scantily clad underage girls. One of the female child dancers lifts up her cropped top to fully display her bare breasts. This is lawfully defined as pedophilia and can be extremely distressing to many viewers. Trigger warning: an 11-year-old girl watches a female rap music video where naked women role play through dance, both heterosexual and lesbian sex acts. An 11-year-old female dance group then mimics these sexual moves via on themselves and on each other while on camera. Well, while the camera zooms in on their sexual body parts as they erotically writher. Yeah, I think that's what they're saying. This can be highly distressing to many viewers. Female breast nudity of a minor during an erotic dance scene and lengthy and excessive close-up shots of breasts, bums, and spread crotches of scantily clad 11-year-old girls during numerous sexualized dance routines. A pair of tight leather pants on an 11-year-old girl are forcefully pulled down in the midst of a scuffle. The camera glances at her panty-exposed bum. I got nothing. This is the modern left. This is progressivism. This is liberals in 2020. This is what they want. This is pedophile Hollywood. Okay, this is the entire industry that likes to browbeat normal Americans and tell us how to think, how to behave, how to vote. They're making films like this. And according to the, I think it was the director or the producer, I think it was the director, they had to get, they did like around 600 auditions for this film. Maybe not 600. I had to double check, but it's in the hundreds per their words. I'm not making this up. I wouldn't lie to you guys. Goodness, man. So cancel Netflix trends. The New Yorker chimes in. Cuties, the extraordinary Netflix debut that became the target of a right-wing campaign. Isn't it funny? How hilarious is it that being against pedophiles is a right-wing thing? When people talk, like, people are openly antagonistic towards pedophilia, I'm assuming they're Republicans. I'm assuming they're conservatives. I'm assuming they're not Democrat. You know what I mean? Isn't there something wrong here? When pedophilia is now a partisan issue. This is the next partisan issue. California passing SB 145. I don't know if Governor Newsom has signed off on the new law yet, but they're reducing the penalties. They're reducing the consequences to illegal acts with minors that are willing, right? The minors are willing participant in these explicit adult acts, according to this law, which is just not even valid in the first place because minors can't consent to adult activities with another adult. That's just not how the world works. We have these laws for a reason. It's absolutely abhorrent. I'm absolutely disgusted. I can't believe California elected, a large number of representatives that are willing to vote on these laws, are willing to give this law any sort of meaningful attention and treat it as if it's valid, as if this is what people need. By the way, mind you, during a pandemic, during a epidemic of epic proportions, the state legislature in California has decided to reduce the penalties for engaging in illegal acts with children. I have a theory that they are passing these laws to protect the pedophiles in Hollywood. Ghislaine Maxwell is likely going to survive. She's likely going to have her day in court, and she is going to name names. And many of those names are people in the Silicon Valley cartel. A lot of them are in pedophile Hollywood. A lot of them are the critics in New York. It gets worse, believe it or not. The Sundance co-founder Sterling Van Wagenen sentenced for child sex abuse. This was last year, the middle of last year. This is relevant for this reason. Before the film was released, Netflix published or promoted a poster, an internet poster for the Cuties film. and it was very explicit, very adult themed, if you know what I mean. And people were not having any of it. People are like, you know what, enough is enough, man. We let Netflix get away with all this other junk, but now we're putting our foot down. Not the children. The children are off limits. I argue people should have acted a lot sooner and started canceling the subscriptions a lot sooner for all the egregious crap that Netflix does. But you know what? I'll take it. I'll take any sort of help on this front to kind of take down and to push back against the decadence of the pedophile Hollywood industry. Well, I just find it hilarious that the Twitter story. So they published the thing, and then they apologized. They're like, look, we're totally sorry that we used this image in bad taste, but the film won an award from Sundance, a prestigious award. Pay no attention to the haters. And it's just like, oh, well, it won an award from Sundance, so all of a sudden everything is okay. All of a sudden everything is, peachy. We can move on now. It's not like you have this disgusting organization, Netflix, promoting the exploitation of children. This is pedophile Hollywood, guys. But we can fight back. We have to cancel our subscriptions to Amazon Prime, Netflix, HBO, Hulu, and anything else in between. We got to get rid of this junk. We got to get rid of this stuff. And when you cancel your subscription, you let them know, I'm canceling my subscription to HBO, Hulu, Netflix, etc., because I hate pedophiles. And I'm voting for Trump. And I am against this degeneracy. I am against the exploitation of minors. I am against the promotion of pedophilia. Enough is enough. Netflix could not condemn pedophilia. Netflix could not detest or call out or speak against disgusting criminal acts against young children. I'm throwing up images right here. You can see for yourself, you guys. This is real. This is real. They're legitimately doing this, and it's happening in our living rooms. It's happening on our phones. It's happening on our computer screens. The goal of these companies is to poison the minds of young people, to poison the minds of not just young children, but idiot millennials. So people in their 30s have fallen victim to buying into this disgusting far leftist ethos, this postmodern neo-Marxist BS. And the only way to fight them is by closing the wallets. Everybody can do it. It's the easiest thing in the world. We got to send a message to pedophile Hollywood that we are standing against this. And how dare they make this a partisan issue? If they want to make it a partisan issue, we'll go there. I'll go there. I will proudly, be far right if it means being against this disgusting crap. Peace out, guys. God bless.